Okay, let's take a look at how to make a big book. And you can see that I have some of the lath that you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's. And you see I have it cut, and I have it drilled, and I have fasteners that are in here. So this is all, you can see that I've pulled apart the two pieces of the lattice, and you're going to tighten it using either a screw or you're going to use wing nuts. Here's an example of a book that has been made with the lattice and wing nuts. The wing nuts are a much easier way to be able to put this together. Now, the original lattice piece is going to be 8 feet tall. So you're going to have to go into Home Depot, you're going to have to go into Lowe's and find it. It's usually standing in a vertical rack over near the lumber section. And they'll cut it for you to the right size. So to cut it to the right size, you have to tell them how long is this piece of paper going to be. So you need to have made your 8 pages of your big book already. You need to have them cut and ready to go. So what the men will do is they'll cut this wood to the right size. Then they'll take you to the section and point out where you get the hardware. And you can see that the hardware are these little wing nuts, and they twist and will tighten up. And here's the other bolt size. So you need to have 3 holes drilled into your wood lattice binding. You have to put the paper in there. You need to drill the holes through the wood, through the paper, and then you tighten them up. So as for making the pages, you can see that this student here has printed out a picture of a bee. Somewhere she got that on the internet. Has printed out titles and put that on separate different type of paper. And just glued that on there. So each page faces each other. You can see that the printing that comes off of for the titling software, which is just Word, she's printed that on this kind of yellow manila paper. It's very handsome. This font is also very important. See how that A is made in was? There's only one font that I know of that does that correctly. That's the type of font that's used for alphabets in primary school. And the name of that is Century Gothic, and usually 24 is the right size. 24 or size 30. So you can see here, page by page, you have facing pictures. She's cut out pictures from magazines. She's overlaid them very handsomely on this turquoise background, and added this other overlay of this picture of the bee down here, glued on the tag board with the writing. Very simple way. It begins with coming up with your story. Then you've got to be able to put the story together on the picture board. Picture board is available from Target and most drugstores, certainly Walmart. Then you need to get the lattice. The lattice is available from Home Depot or Lowe's. You need to have the men cut it for you. There's a cutting station in the back of the store. If you ask them nicely, they'll drill the holes and they'll point out to you where to get the hardware. The hardware are these wing nuts. That's what you need to do to finish your project.